Let's talk about digital phase shifters. So I purchased a 5 horsepower digital phase shifter from Viver for my 3rd horsepower motor. So it did not work very well. It worked about, I'll say roughly 10% of the time when I tried to start it. So the locked rotor amps for my 3rd horsepower motor was around 13, and I sized my Vevor phase shifter off of the locked rotor amps when I should have sized it off the horsepower. So I took apart my 5 horsepower phase shifter, and there were 6 capacitors in there, which were used to basically mimic the 3-phase power. And 4 of them were 50 microfarads, and 2 of them were 500 microfarads. So I only needed one 50 microfarad running capacitor to start my 3-phase motor with 2-phase power. So if I were to buy one again, I would buy as low of a horsepower as I could phase shifter for my 3rd horsepower motor, and it would probably work fine. So make sure that when you're buying one of these digital phase shifters that you size it based upon the horsepower of your motor, because it matters very much. Do not size off of your locked rotor amps. Maybe your running amps make sense, but I would go off the horsepower rating for it. And I wish Vevor would say that to be helpful to the customers, to say do not size off your locked rotor amps because the internal hardware is meant for much larger motors than your locked rotor amps. So let me know if you decide to buy one. I'd love to hear if yours work continuously all the time. I was able to get my motor started by just taking those capacitors out and using them myself. So that's my review on it, and I hope it's helpful for y'all.